I realized that I don't think I fully explained what's going on with me. I feel like I should just do that to kind of set the stage. October 21st, which is my birthday, I started feeling some numbness in my body somewhere. Not much of it, just a little bit. I think it was in my leg, a little bit in my thigh, and tingling too. Numbness and tingling in my feet. Over the next week, it got progressively worse. Like, it just spread throughout my body. And I think I started to develop this really tightness, pressure around my chest right here. Or I like to describe it as wearing a really tight underwire bra. And ladies, you know the feeling when it's just so tight and it's kind of just like digging into you. That's kind of what it feels like. So that's been happening it's been about a month now, I guess. After the first week, I started to feel a little bit of something going on in my hands. I have like a note of all of my symptoms ever since it started, because this has happened in the past where I've had numbness and tingling down my legs, but not to this extent. In the past, it's happened a couple times where my legs, especially my feet, it just feels like it's constant pins and needles all the time, and it was really annoying, but didn't interfere with my day-to-day life, so I didn't think it was that serious. I never saw anyone about it. Well, I saw a chiropractor and like did physical therapy, and it went away within 3 months. And then the second time it happened was about a year ago. It was around Christmas time last year, 2023. My legs went numb again. It started in my thighs and it just eventually spread to my legs. And I would have this itchy spot. I would be numb from like here down. And I have this really itchy spot here where I just couldn't itch because it was numb. Like, as much as I would scratch it, I wouldn't get any relief, and it was the most frustrating thing. Luckily, I don't have that itchiness now. I did for a little bit somewhere around here, but right now it's gone, so thank God, because that was really frustrating. But right now, all I'm feeling is this tightness around my chest. That's one of the most annoying symptoms. Numbness and tingling in my hand, especially these last 2 fingers, because I'm a dental hygienist, and I need this finger especially to anchor down on a tooth. This is a really important finger, and I can't use it right now properly. Like, I'm at work and I keep slipping, and you're not supposed to be slipping. You're supposed to be like locked in there and like anchored down, and I can't grip it because it's numb and tingly and it feels like it's weaker. I feel like I'm dropping things a lot more. I feel like I've had so much more brain fog recently. I feel like I can't speak clearly as much as I used to. I have random like aches and pains that pop up everywhere. Every day is like a new thing. Yesterday, I was walking to the gym just to walk on the treadmill. I've just been trying to like stay a little bit active just by like walking. And as soon as I stepped outside, it was pretty cold yesterday. It was probably the coldest day yet. And my left glute felt like it was like jiggling, like vibrating or something. And I kept touching it and I was like, what is this? Like, it felt maybe like a muscle spasm, but it didn't feel like a muscle spasm, and I couldn't feel it spasming. So it felt like it was like a nerve in there that was just kind of like moving around, or like, it wasn't painful, it wasn't uncomfortable. It was just like a feeling that I could feel. And it's so weird. And it was only happened when I was outside walking to the gym. Before I walked in the gym, I was like, should I even go to the gym? Like, I was scared something would happen. Like, I don't know what it meant. Then once I was inside the gym, it was fine. Once I was walking, it was okay. As soon as I stepped back outside to go back home, it happened again. So it was only when I was outside. I wonder if like cold triggers something. The day before, I was doing some stretches here on my yoga mat, and I was doing some stuff for my back on the foam roller, and I felt a cramp right here. And I swear to God, I thought I was having a heart attack. I was about to call my friend and just be like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just calling you just to let you know, like, if I go down, like, you're on the phone with me. So that was really scary for like a hot sec, because as soon as I felt this cramp here, like, imagine getting a cramp on your left chest. Like, oh my God. So many thoughts were running through my mind. And eventually I was like, okay, relax, like, you're okay, like, nothing else is happening, I think it's fine. It eventually went away. Yeah, so that's everything that's been happening. I'm sure I've missed out a lot of stuff because there's been just so many random things that keep happening and so many feelings here and there. And it's definitely been hard. It's definitely been a struggle, and it's hard because I feel like no one can really understand what I'm feeling and going through. And I just have to keep showing up to my job and keep doing what I need to do every day to get through the day, because I've realized like what's the point in being miserable. Like I've had my miserable days, and and it's totally okay. Like I have to remind myself it's okay to struggle. It's okay to not be okay, because this is hard. I'm dealing with so many feelings at once, all constantly 24/7. Like, also forgot to mention my lower back is constantly like so tight. It feels like a rubber band that's been like pulled really tight. It feels like my lower back could snap. It won't. I know it won't. And then I have this upper back pain, especially when I'm working. When I look down, my mid back just gets so achy and so tight. I think I'm gonna take some leave from work just to give my body a break and give my mind a break, because I know going to work is just not good for me. It's not good for my body, and feeling all this in my body is just not good for my mental health. So I'm gonna take some leave from work for the month of December and just really focus on healing. I have one more day of work today. I already called off tomorrow, like a few days ago, because I already knew if it was gonna be anything like last week, I'm not gonna be able to work Friday. And then next week is Thanksgiving, so I only work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So 3 shifts. Done it before. I did it this week, and then I should be done, as long as I get all the paperwork done, get approval from my doctor. Oh yeah, so doctor visits. I have an MRI scheduled December 3rd, and then I have a neurologist scheduled for January 3rd. That's the earliest I could get in, unfortunately, but I'm gonna call and let them know that I'm going on leave. So if like any appointments like open up, I can go whenever. I would like to get in sooner than later, just so I have some kind of answer, because I went to the ER a couple weeks ago and they gave me nothing. They had no answers for me. They dismissed me. They just like did not seem very compassionate or caring. The following week, I saw a primary care provider, a PA, like literally right across the street, and he was amazing. He listened to me. He was so empathetic. He wanted to help me. He was trying to figure out, I could tell he wanted to figure out what was going on, like checking off all the boxes. Gave me new referrals. I started the steroid and gabapentin. I started crying during the appointment, because I was like, thank you so much for actually like taking the time to listen to me. He was the first one to actually take me seriously, so that felt really good and gave me hope in our medical system. I'm excited for the neurologist though. Yeah, just gonna really take care of myself from here on out. I mean, I have been for the last few weeks, but put less pressure on myself to get better. I feel like I just need to be where I am now, just accept it and be in the present and just feel exactly how I'm feeling, and just trust that everything is gonna get better, and it will get better, because it always does. Oh my God, it's snowing. Damn, it's going down. I had a pretty heavy journaling session this morning, and I feel like I needed something to help me move through those emotions that I was feeling. So I did EFT. EFT is emotional freedom technique, and I honestly love it. I feel like it's more effective personally for me than meditation, because I am more focused on it, because you're physically tapping on these points on your face and on your body. And it helps me at least focus a little bit more on like what that affirmations are and what they're saying. It just helps me move through things easier than meditations do, at least at this point in my life. Sometimes meditations, I just get too distracted and like my mind wanders, and I know that's the point of meditating, but it's hard for me to really focus in on trying to get through it. Whereas EFT, I'm physically like focused. I feel a lot better after doing that. Okay, I got my oats made. Nice warm bowl of oatmeal for you. I'm gonna eat my oatmeal while just watching this blizzard go down. It's snowing right now for our first snow. I mean, I kind of love it, but I kind of hate how gross it gets on the road. It's really cozy for when I'm inside and don't have to leave. It's not gonna be so nice when I have to leave for work later, but that is a later problem.